Previously on laying birds.
How you can raise your bird to almost zero mortality. Can I see the record of the last birds we collected before we look at these ones? And what we do majorly on this farm is to raise birds to a point of cage where farmers that cannot go through the rigor of brooding their birds from day one can buy from us. And interestingly, the last one we sold at 17 weeks, they started dropping. In fact, it's one of the best thing we have raised from the farm. Don't forget, we started with 597, and up to the time that we sold them, you know, this is 5574, 5553. You know, this is very impressive. This is where he stopped?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Up to this point, we still have like five. You started selling here?
Yes, sir. Good.
Good day, viewers. Today, I'm going to be looking at some mistakes that farmers make on the farm that could hinder their productivity, so that we can always learn. On this particular farm, I like what I'm seeing in terms of the quality of the cage. The cage, you can see that the cage is of very good quality. One of the mistakes that farmers make that when they're buying cages is that, especially those that normally use the locally made one. I'm not saying that it's not good to use locally made cages, but you must ensure that the stand is very strong. The stand must be very strong. You can see this pillar is a galvanized one. It's very strong. It's not easily collapsible. Because we have seen cases whereby if this place is not very strong, then the whole cage can just collapse. And when the cage collapses, you will definitely lose a number of birds to mortality. They will just die. Then apart from that, you begin to see that the feeders begin to sag, the feeding trough begin to sag, so everything will probably be undulating. The birds will not have good access to the feed in the feeding trough, just because this is not very good. And so those are some of the things I need you to watch out for, because it's very important. Another thing is that you must also use something like this. You can see that this feeding trough is something that is not corrosive. Some people use metals that are corrosive, and so before you know it, you start wasting a lot of feed. But there's something here I see in this particular cage that is a mistake that should be corrected. At the end of each of the feeding trough, there must be an opening. There must be an opening so that you can easily flush each of the feeding trough. This is something that I noticed and should be corrected. Although you can see just as this is being provided for here, I prefer that we have something like this at this point, so that from time to time we advise that the feeding, the drinker should be flushed from time to time. But having said that, these birds are doing very well. They are about 56 weeks old, and they have been doing excellently well. We are going to be speaking to the owner of the farm shortly, so that we can also hear some other things from them. But I must say that this particular battery cage system is very strong. It's going to be very durable. I think we're going to see what I'm trying to say here very clearly. I'm actually fascinated by the strength of this stand, and you can see that it's actually spanned the length of the uh, space provided for the waste. You can see that it's actually spanned through the waste. So when you get it right, okay, this is exactly what I was trying to refer to. When you compare this cage with the one I showed you previously, you will discover that it's not the same. You can see that the wires are already becoming not well, they're already undulating, and this will make the birds very, very uncomfortable. They will not have access to the water as expected. In fact, this will lead to the breakages of the eggs. And you know, eggs is money. So the quality of the material they use in making your battery cage system is very important. But please, let's see this again. Can you compare this with this? You can see the difference. It's not because this one is new, it's not because the materials are very, very durable. So those are the things we need to watch when we are trying to make provision for our birds. Madam, so these birds, what is are the things you enjoy most about these birds? Everything. This is your first experience in farming? This is your first experience in farming? This is our first experience in farming, and I can say that she had it good. When you started, how many birds did you start with?
Almost 11,000.
11,000 at once. You are a strong woman. Because most times we like people to start gradually. But because you are just coming into the poultry system and you just started with 11,000, what were the challenges you faced?
Breeding, mortality, like procedure. There's a time there's one disease called procedure.
Procedures.
Every day we use to like 300, 200.
Wow.
Yes. And we have challenges with that food at the time because we just go into
To the business.
the business. We don't have mentor. We are our mentor. We are our own mentor. We just go into it.
Like that.
Question. So that we face a lot of challenges. So we can't just what to do.
Yeah, just like my customer said, another mistake you should not make when you are starting a poultry farm, she has a special grace. Don't start with too big a number that you can control. She started with 11,000 at once. So we advise you to start small. You can see the number of challenges she faced. She faced the number of challenges to some diseases, diseases which ordinarily could have been easily controlled, and they were losing a number of birds. Some days, sometimes 300 or so, sometimes 400 on a daily basis. So that's a big loss. If they do not have financial strength, they will not be where they are today. So don't make that mistake. Make sure that you start small. The strength that you can cover, the quantity that your strength can take at a particular time. She also said something. She said they don't have mentor. Is that not what you said?
Yes.
Yeah. He said they are the owner and at the same time they are the mentor. So there's nothing new under this heaven. There's nothing you want to do that some other people have not done it before. Of course, by the time they met me, we have started to guide them into one or two things, and we're getting things better now. But you must get a mentor. You must get someone that will put you through into what you are going to do. Another mistake is that you must make sure that you have financial capacity of where you want to start with. At the point she said they have issues with feeding.
Yes.
Now, today a bag of feed is almost 20,000 naira. So if you just go and start a farming or poultry business without first calculating what you will need to where you are going to get to a break-even point, you may end up not enjoying the business. But to be frank, they have tried. They have been able to weather the storm. So another thing, you must be able to check if your financial capacity is strong. And to be frank, in fact, by the time they started this farm, the whole boats were just on the floor. Is that also? The whole boats were just on the floor. They could not catch the boat when they were supposed to catch them. But another thing is that the mistake, another mistake you should not make is that you don't give up. Because these people did not give up. They did not give up. So when the situation became so turbulent, how did you cope?
There's a time we sold some of our birds to feed the rest.
Wow.
And so, because we have the financial breakdown, like 4 months, to now meet up with the feed. So my husband had to go back to
go and look for money.
So that's when everything, we thank God for today. But at now, we have like 5,000.
Now, she said that at the point they have to sell the portion of the boats so that they can use the money to take care of others. But the interesting thing is that they did not give up. So don't make a mistake of giving up. Just keeping on, so that today they are smiling and they're already expanding. By next week, another 5,000 boats chicks is coming to the farm, and currently there are about 5,000 boats laying now. So poultry business is very good, especially if you do it the right way. I like this particular pen house because the head roof is very good. We don't have ventilation problem in this pen house. It's very well aerated. So don't make a mistake of building a pen house that is not high enough, that could give you problem about heat. Because when heat problem comes in poultry, you will not like it, because you'll be losing birds on daily basis. You must build a pen house that is well robust, very high, and there must be cross ventilation. In fact, as much as possible, you can just maintain 2 rows. 2 rows in a pen house is ideal, so that you will not be losing birds. So don't make that mistake. Make sure that you get it right from the beginning. These are some of the mistakes you should avoid in running your poultry business, so that at the end of the day you can start smiling to the bank. For these people, they have weathered the storm, and I know they have a long way to go. We have a lot of area for expansion on this farm, and they are doing well. For us, we only provide supportive services for them. We provide their vaccine, their veterinary drugs, their chicken feed. And so if you are interested in any kind of business, you can contact us at Topmark Farmer Center, where we can support you and give you relevant advice and consultancy services that will make you enjoy what you are doing. We have our centers at Agric in Ogun State. We have in Ota. We have in Okure. And you can also contact us online, www.farmercenter.com.ng, where you can also buy some of our products online. If the first time you are getting across this channel, please subscribe to this channel so that from time to time you begin to have valuable information like this that will transform your farming experience to another great heights. Thank you for your attention until we come your way again. It's been Dr. Kehinde Makinde, the Managing Director of Trustmark Farmer Center.